Hi, I'm Jill Stokeld with The Advocate. I am thrilled to be sitting here today in the main library at Goodwood with Mary Stein, the assistant director here at the library. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today.
Oh, Jill, it's my pleasure.
Oh, well, and of course I just realized I'm kind of talking loud, but it's all good.
We have quiet places too.
Okay, great. So now you and I were just talking a little bit ago, and I cannot believe this building has been here for 10 years.
I know, we've lost our new car smell.
I know, but it's still amazing. Every time I walk in, it's just overwhelming how beautiful it is.
Well, we try very hard to maintain and take care of the public's investment in our buildings, whether it's one of the branches, the bookmobiles, or the fabulous main library here at Goodwood. But there have been a lot of in the architecture world, it's all about butts in seats and double rubs, and how many times people have sat in these chairs and gotten up, the feet on the carpet, the drawing on the whiteboards, the times the large projector has been on and off. And we are replacing things now because there have been millions and millions of feet through these doors.
I love it. So. What a great resource. So not only here at the main, but then you have 14 branches.
That's right, 14, soon to be 15.
I love it.
Because we started work on the South Branch, which is going to be right off Perkins Row in Roseanne, on the way to Glasgow Middle.
Perfect.
If you can envision that. And then the bookmobile fleet is out and about, and they've gotten some facelifts recently.
We all need those.
We do. But it's not just the buildings that you can see, but of course the infrastructure that behind the walls that you can't see, with more robust Wi-Fi. We've been really working that since COVID, and a complete redo of the Wi-Fi system, not just here at Maine, but at all locations. The technical term is burn your eyeballs speed.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very fast.
Yeah. So that's the goal, and
okay.
We're working towards that end right now, doing some other infrastructure things. And actually, the public's been helping us with some of this, because 3,000 members of the public answered a very long survey not too long ago, and we'll be looking very closely at each branch in calendar year 2024 with an architect and engineer to plan for the future so that we can maintain all these buildings, the boilers, the chillers, the lights. As a light fails, as it comes to the end of its lifespan, it gets replaced with LED lights. I mean, that's a simple thing to do.
Right.
It's affordable now, and it generates better light, cleaner light, cheaper light, and delays the need to repair that light for another couple of years.
Right.
So that's an example of the kinds of efficiencies that we're looking for the next 12, 13 years in every building with energy management systems. Again, trying to be sustainable, efficient in everything that you can see, and then all the things that you can't see.
Right.
But we still have books, Jill.
Right.
Books are still the brand.
You have books, you have programs. I mean, I think that people take the library. I know I have taken the library for granted because, my parents brought me as a small child, and I participated in activities, and I loved when people would read story. It was story time. And then, of course, in school, you had to come to do all of your homework and your papers and whatnots. And then, once you get out of school, you kind of I forgot about the library.
But we're offering so much for the grown-ups.
Yes.
We don't forget you. And some of it's very serious: job skills, upskilling, career counseling, small business development,
free.
All free with your library card.
Yes, the
That's
library
right.
card is your gateway to all just knowledge, education, fun.
That's right. Whether it's online learning so that you can get a better job or be eligible for a job, or you're a small business person and you're building those cold call lists using some of the library's resources, or it's lifelong learning. Maybe Maybe you care about local history. Maybe you care about carnivorous plants. We don't care. We don't judge. We'll have it all for you. And some of it is through the free programming that we offer at all locations. Some of it's through the digital library that offers online learning. Even things like arts and crafts online.
Wow.
That you can then use. Maybe you're a camp counselor or a coach or a Sunday school teacher, or you have a youth group of some kind that you're responsible for, or you just have kids coming over to your house for the weekend and you must keep them busy.
Occupied.
That's right. The same services that give you lifelong learning and workforce development also offer arts and crafts, music. Hive class does physical education, and for Halloween we did horror fitness. Imagine all the ways that you escape from Jason, or
very nice.
That's right. So you can mix it up a little bit, but you can learn to juggle. You can make gingerbread houses, or you can do mindfulness and yoga, whether you're here in person at the main library doing Tai Chi, or you're at home, or with your small group learning through some of these databases and digital resources. We like to have everything that you can do in person. We like to have a complimentary service online. So the music that you can check out in person, you can also stream online. Or you can learn to play an instrument.
And all anyone needs is their library card.
That's right, and that card is free.
Yes.
You just have to live here, work here, or go to school here in East Baton Rouge Parish, and if you're from a surrounding parish, we'll talk.
I love it. And I mean, with 14, almost 15 locations, there is a location near you.
That's right. And everyone is open 7 days a week. And you won't find that in other communities. Everyone is a full service library. And when we do something wonderful and fun, in the summer reading, or right now with the holiday season, we have a fabulous group that doesn't just come to the main library, they go to every location so that people in every community have access. Sometimes it's hard to get around. Transportation, we can't take it for granted. So that's why we have these conveniently located libraries open 7 days a week, and then the bookmobile itself, there's a little fleet of bookmobiles and vans. They'll go to preschools, daycares, learning centers. They go to retirement centers, community centers, and public events. So whether you come to us, we come to you, or we meet you online,
right?
We're trying to offer the services that you look for, that you need, that you don't know you need, in a way that makes sense for you. We try to meet you where you are. And it's from birth all the way up through age 101.
Love it.
Something for everyone. Of course, like I said, the books are still here. Large, as our eyes go, large print books.
Oh, good, good. Because I'm a tactile. I like to hold a book.
People do. We, of course, have our fabulous ebook collection through the Libby One Tap app, and over 1 million checked out just on Libby in calendar year 2023. But people still use the physical books. They still use physical magazines, not just the online ones. And I will tell you, all librarians will give you this dispensation. Listening to a book on either a play-away or an audio book, or through a downloadable audio, that still counts as reading.
Okay, good.
Okay?
Oh, I was wondering if we were being judged.
No,
okay, good.
No judgment.
I appreciate that.
And we don't care whether you're going to read the latest Bridgerton or a self-help book, or whether you're reading something for business. We just don't care. Our job is to make sure that you have access to the things you want and need to make a difference in your life. And I'm hoping that it's a positive difference in your life.
Yes.
But the programs, of course, are fun, engaging. It's a great place to mix it up. In calendar year 2024, we're going to have a wonderful One Book, One Community that we will reveal.
I like it.
In February.
Okay.
And so
I love that. So that's when it's going to kick off. Okay.
That's right. You're just going to have to keep waiting to hear the fabulous book that we've chosen for calendar year 2024. And we'll have a new director in calendar year 2024. Santa's bringing us a director.
I love that. What a wonderful gift.
That's right. So our new library director will join us in February, Katrina Stokes.
Okay.
Coming to us from Vicksburg.
Can't wait to meet her.
That's right.
I know.
And she's ready to just get right in.
Well, she's coming into an amazing system, and y'all have done an amazing job. But talk to me a little bit more. I mean, all of the things, whether it's the Career Center or podcast or your Press Start, like what is your favorite, might not be the right word, but like what are you most proud of that the library has accomplished?
Well, the thing that I'm most proud of, because foundational to the library with books is literacy.
Right.
So the early literacy programs that we've really poured a lot of effort, energy, resources into for the last couple of years really are closest to my heart and our former director's heart. So whether it's 1,000 books before kindergarten or 1,000 books after kindergarten, or now with a new Press Start program where we're trying to have the kids be ready for kindergarten. And with Press Start, it's so simple. Just like on a popular television show, every month the library is brought to you by a different letter, a number, a concept. By November, we had made it to the letter S, and
Yes.
we're going on into year 3. I'm going to introduce blends.
Very nice.
Wonderful concepts. But we have local partners in Knock Knock Children's Museum, LPB Kids, Scholastic Kids, working with our children's services staff to design a free thing that you just take home. You don't buy things, but basically to help you, I don't want to say be more holistic, but totally impress in your daily life the opportunity for pre-learning, pre-literacy, whether it's playing with your food and shaping letters with your spaghetti, or measuring out water from one container to the next and see how it's different. These are foundational concepts that by the time the child gets to kindergarten, they'll need. Right. And it gives them the context they need to be successful. That's where it all starts. Louisiana has struggled with literacy. Mm-hmm. It hasn't changed for the better since I first came to the library in the 80s. It will require a number of years of dedicated work to get that cohort of kids not only ready, but ready to attend kindergarten, but ready to succeed, and then get them past that point in the 3rd grade where they learn to read and then they read to learn.
Yes.
That's where we're not ready. Mm-hmm. So we're trying to push this along, and I'm so proud of what our children's services staff has done. Of course, I'm proud of what our teen services staff has done, because then they go and they love the kids.
Yes.
And sometimes adults don't love our kids.
Oh, well, teenagers.
Middle school and teenagers, but we are that safe place for them. And that has been a fabulous aspect of what this library system has done that many other library systems did not do. They just, they waited for the kids to grow. No. You deal with them where they are. Absolutely. In all their warts and pimples.
Yeah, absolutely. All the things.
And sometimes the behavior is not what we would like, and we work with it to give them that safe place. I love what we've done with small business service, especially because we're reaching out to people who are on the fringes maybe, or don't realize that they're eligible for all these fabulous services that the library provides, so that they can be better business planners, owners, and then deliver a better product. That helps our community.
And your staff is so knowledgeable and so helpful, because I think it's hard sometimes to walk into a beautiful building like this.
There's too much.
Yes, but they can A, know where everything is, and B, help you. Whether, if it's checking something out, if it's your career services, all of it.
That's right. Well, we are a service industry.
Yes.
So, yes, there's the books, but beyond the books is the staff.
Right.
So our goal is to be an enabler In the best sense
Everybody
of the
wants
word.
an enabler.
That's right. Let us be the enabler in your life, Jill, and at every phase of your life. Because as you said, what you need as a child or a teen is different from what you don't even know you need as a millennial, as a Gen Z, as a retiree, as a professional person in the full, what shall we call it, in the full scheme or whatever of your career. We have
Right.
things for you. And some of them are serious things and some of them are fun. You can have both.
Absolutely.
It's like a buffet. Whatever you need at whatever time.
I like it.
We
You
want
can
to be
start
there
with
for
dessert
you.
if you want.
We don't judge.
I love that.
That's right.
You know, you've said multiple times that you meet everyone where they are.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what people need. It's a safe place that is helping them help themselves.
That's right. That's right. And of course, the secret goal is to build capacity for our region and, up with people
And it
in the capital
ultimately, in
area.
turn, helps our community.
That's right.
It makes our parish better, which, impacts the state, everything.
That's right. It's all good, Jill.
I know. All right, so we've talked about a lot. Is there anything that I haven't asked you that you want our viewers to know about?
I want our viewers to know that we are welcoming them in, that it's free.
It's free.
There's no judgment. We're not out to get you. We're the government and we're here to help you. I like to say that. And that we're open for any question. There are no stupid questions. So that's the thing. Adults sometimes have been trained to not ask questions.
Yep.
But for us, there's no stupid question.
That was a gift my mom gave me a long time ago, was to say there's no such thing, ask your questions.
That's right. And then maybe the answer is no, but at least we'll have a place to start from there.
Right.
And we don't like to say no. We like to say, maybe I don't have this, but instead,
Right.
I can offer you this. And maybe it's a book, maybe it's a service, maybe it's a platform, maybe it's a program.
Yeah.
We like to make them all work together. And the easiest way to get started is to go to the library's website, which in your lifetime and mine will get a facelift too.
Woo! It's facelifts all around. I like
know,
it.
I know. I feel like we're generous.
Yes.
EBRPL.com. It's just East Baton Rouge Parish Library. So simple. And dip your toe in. But more importantly, come to one of our locations and talk to the staff. Get that library card, update, get the whole family involved.
Right.
And then you can become an ambassador for the library out into the community.
Yes.
It's all
Mary,
good.
thank you so much for your
Thank you,
time
Jill.
and for sharing all of the great things that are going on. Guys, this holiday season, but really throughout the year, give the gift of reading and knowledge to yourself or to a loved one.